Good morning, students. Welcome in today's class through online teaching. In today's class, we are going to study a story entitled Three Dancing Gods. This story has been included in BA Part First syllabus, Paper Second, Prose and Fiction. So, students, this is a typical Indian folk tale. A hard-working young man, he is a peasant or farmer. He was lucky enough to possess three dancing gods. There was a boy whose name was Sindhu and who had three dancing gods. The three dancing gods brought him all the desired, and his widowed mother and a pretty wife also felt comfort. The man Sindhu lived with his mother in a little bamboo hut, and they had a small plot of grazing land. They had a couple of cows. The mother asked him to sell the cows as there was not grain due to the drought. But he loved them very much, so did not want to sell. While coming to the market, he met an old woman. She admired his love for the cows, so wished to exchange the cow with her three dancing gods, and promised to take well care for the cows. Sindhu did not like the idea first, but when the woman played a little bamboo flute and the three gods began to dance to tune, he believed what the old woman said about them. They were lovely gods from the Himalayan region, having long hair, long flapping hairs, and round noses. He hoped that he would be able to earn a few pennies every day by entertaining the village folk. But when Sindhu's mother saw the god, she thought her son had been cheated by the big market woman. But Sindhu convinced her that the gods would someday bring them luck. The daughter of Sindhu's landlord soon heard of the dancing god and wanted to see their dancing. He played his flute at her house, and the three dancing gods danced. The daughter asked the prince to buy them, but Sindhu agreed to give one in a barrel of foodstuffs to his widowed mother. The girl agreed and was delighted to own a dancing god. But the single god did not dance, and she bought another one, giving him a gold ring and a barrel of foodstuff that time. But again the two gods did not dance, so she asked for the third god and the magic of the flute that made the gods dance. He agreed to give her, but wanted to know the meaning of the three different colored stones set in the gold ring she gave him. She told the meaning and asked him to keep secret. One day, the landlord announced that whoever could name the three strands of hair hidden among her black silken tresses can be the bride for his daughter. Many young men came to tell the secret but could not make the right guess. Sindhu heard about it but thought that the owner would not like him because he was very poor. So he thought to disguise. He went there wearing a special uniform. He looked very attractive in his gay attire. Nobody recognized him. He stood calmly by his master and declared the secret. The noble lady had one hair pure white, the color of a diamond, one dark red, the color of a ruby, and one bright green, the color of an emerald. These were three stones in her ring. First, first stone was pure white, the color of a diamond, one dark red, the color of a ruby, and one bright green, the color of an emerald. These three strands of hair are hidden among her black silken tresses. The landowner asked him to tell how he came to know that secret. He told the story from the very beginning. The landowner told her daughter that she was his bride since she had given him her ring. Other suitors cried that it was an error of destiny and a curse of God, but Sindhu replied that it was a triumph of faith, love, and patience. Then the pair married and lived happily ever after. So, students, this is all about the story The Three Dancing Gods. It is an Indian folk tale which has an anonymous writer. Folk tales are usually supposed to be surrounded around a poor main character and some magical or supernatural phenomena which brings fortune to the main character's life. Just like other folk tales, the story The Three Dancing Gods showcases the use of a magical flute and three gods for upbringing the livelihood quality of the hero and also for winning the heart of the hero's beloved. Folktales are usually based on a region's established customs and traditions, and most of the time their writer is unknown. The story starts with Baba Trinko, who may be some type of guru, who is narrating the story to a group of children. He squats down on the floor and starts narrating the tale of three dancing gods. The story is about a young poor peasant who lives in a village with his mother and is hardworking enough. Unfortunately, in terms of wealth, Sindhu and his mother does not have anything other than two cows whom Sindhu deeply loves and takes care of. During the time of the drought, Sindhu's family's economic condition worsens and they are left with nothing to eat. One day, Sindhu's mother sends him to go and sell their cows in the market for a good price so that they can buy their eatery. Sindhu, even after hating his mother's decision, agrees to sell the cows. He decides to sell the cows to a caring person instead of a butcher. On his way, Sindhu meets an old lady who has three gods. Seeing the sad expressions on Sindhu's face, the lady converses with him and after hearing his tale offers him her gods in exchange for the cows. She ensures Sindhu that she will take good care of his cows, but Sindhu refuses as gods could not have earned them anything to eat. The old lady reassures him and says that one day the gods will bring him a great fortune. The old lady takes out her flute in front of Sindhu and shows him the dance of the gods, which seems to be very pleasing to everyone who sees it in the story. Sindhu, after being much delighted from the dance of the gods, agrees to exchange his cows in return for the gods and the flute. On reaching home, his mother is unhappy to see what Sindhu has bargained and thinks he has been cheated, but Sindhu still believes in the words of the lady that the gods will one day bring fortune to him. Then Sindhu starts exhibiting the show of the dancing gods in public, and day by day his three dancing gods earn a name in the area. After hearing so wonderfully of the three dancing gods, the landlord's daughter offers to buy Sindhu's one god. Sindhu agrees to the exchange but asks the landlord's daughter to visit his mother with a barrel of foodstuff as a price for the exchange, as his gods cannot be simply purchased for money. The landlord's daughter agrees with the price and visits his house with a barrel of foodstuff. Sindhu and his mother happily welcome the landlord's daughter. The daughter gets one god in return, but after a few days, a summons comes from the girl that the god is not dancing. The blade suitor has told her that the god will not dance alone and need a partner. For this reason, the daughter aspires to buy Sindhu's one more god. As the daughter had called him, Sindhu visits the daughter and hears her problem. Sindhu agrees to sell her second god on the condition that this time she will give her gold ring to him along with a barrel of food. The deal does happen and a barrel of foodstuff reaches Sindhu's home even before he returns. Sindhu is enchanted by the beauty of landlord's daughter and starts liking her. Just after a few days of this incident, the daughter's maid brings a message to Sindhu that her lady is sad as the gods still are not dancing. Sindhu again visits her and this time he assures that the three gods dance. He takes out his flute and plays the magical tune, listening to which the gods again start dancing. The landlord's daughter is happy to see the god dance and notices that it is the magic of the flute which makes the god dance. Along with Sindhu's third god, the daughter also offered to purchase his flute. As the payment for the third god and the flute, Sindhu this time asks the daughter the secret behind the three stones present on the gold ring which she gave him in the return for his second god. Along with the secret, Sindhu also asks for another food barrel. At first, the daughter hesitates a little, but due to her persistent nature, she tells Sindhu the secret. She tells him that three gemstones on the gold ring represents the three hair strands which are hidden behind her black silken hair. One is pure white, the color of the diamond, one is deep red, the color of the ruby, and one is light green, the color of emerald. After knowing the secret, Sindhu gives this flute and the last god to the daughter and returns home happily. Sindhu still believes in the words of the old woman that one day the god will bring him fortune, whereas the mother is troubled as till now they had only survived on the food barrels which the landlord's daughter gifted them in return for the gods. After a few days, The landlords intend to get his daughter married and he invites all the preferred suitors who wish to marry his daughter. There was just a little catch in the scenario. Only the suitor who could tell the color of the three hair strands hidden behind the black tresses of the daughter would be able to marry his daughter. Many suitors from all over the country visit the landlord but fail to guess the color. Sindhu, on hearing the news, is deeply angered and curses his life of a poor peasant. He gives up on his idea to marry the daughter, thinking that the girl herself would not like to be the wife of a poor person. But one day, while watching the dance of the three gods, his ambitions again arise, and he again remembers the fortune word of the old woman. One day, he finds a well dressed man who was possibly a shooter, lost and searching the direction for the landlord's manor. Sindhu agrees to take him to the place and intentionally taunts the shooter that only if he was not a peasant he could have won the hand of the landlord's daughter, as he knows the secret behind the hair strands. The shooter is surprised on his shocking words. He asks for the secret and gives Sindhu the greed of a reward. Sindhu refuses to tell him the secret and says he cannot tell until he is brought in the presence of the daughter. In the disguise of the shooter's servant and in beautiful clothes and a silk turban, Sindhu reaches the landlord's manor. The manor was well decorated and suitors were present everywhere trying to guess the color of the three hair strands. The daughter and the landlord were sitting on a raised platform. Nobody was able to recognize Sindhu. Suddenly, from the crowd, Sindhu, in a very deep and dignified voice, shouts the color of the strand, which was one pure white, the color of the diamond, one deep red, the color of the ruby, and one light green, the color of the emerald. The landlord confirms that his answer is right. Sindhu removes his disguise, and every person in the manor is shocked. The landlord is also distressed to have a peasant as his son in law. He peacefully inquires Sindhu, and Sindhu tells him the whole tale, that how he got to know the secret behind the hair strands. After listening to Sindhu, the landlord says that as her daughter is the one who told him the secret, she is now his wife. All the suitors present in the area calls this an error of destiny, but Sindhu corrects them and says this is a triumph of faith, love and patience.